So one of our favorite aspects of any of our line approaches is usually our premium format attack plan, largely because this is our multimedia sort of flagship product. A piece that I think really kind of captures not only the drama of the size of quarter scale, but I think some of those feature elements is the Emperor on Throne that we're doing.
How do you take a character that has so much behind it and break it down for it being a simple person sitting in a chair? Whereas what you're really trying to evoke is the fact that it's like the Emperor represents the monolith of evil.
Yeah,
exactly. That brings up a good point, because there's, I mean, he's sitting in a chair or a throne, but there's really two poses that he has, and it's sunk back in his chair, you know, all evil and scheming, and kind of lurching forward and scheming as well, I guess.
Always got the switch out hands.
Right. So we were trying to decide which way to go, whether we wanted to do him, you know, relaxed or moving forward. And working with Seth, he was like, why don't we just do both? Why don't we throw articulations in there?
And we have an opportunity with this piece to incorporate lighting features and stuff to give you some more of the dramatic shadows, you know, that sort of bring this out. There's the overhead light that's in the chair. There's some of the other light features that gives, you know, a little bit more of the presence of the character.
Definitely.
Very enlightening.
You know, to riff on the notion of articulation and such in quarter scale figures, you know, another project that's really worth noting in that regard is what we're doing with C-3PO and R2-D2.
In the case of these two guys, what makes them premium is that they are statues, but there is that, like you're saying, that ability to capture a different pose, a different mood, a different setting. R2 is going to be just crazy detailed, you know, be able to turn his head, and with, you know, C-3PO pose his arms, turn the head, you know, do the waist. There's a whole internal skeleton system in C-3PO, and from the waist up anyway, that allows it to do that. I think it goes even beyond what an action figure is. Definitely way beyond that.
And with Star Wars pieces, you know, the technical aspects and the details are so highly scrutinized by fans that it has taken us a long time, and we're being very careful with what we're putting together and what, you know, it's going to represent.
So this also gave us another interesting opportunity to kind of combine the sensibilities of what we consider a premium format.
We had several different suits of armor that we brought in, photographed, posed in, and, you know, analyzed and scanned and did just about everything to this. And
yeah, you know, and the interesting thing about the armor is, you know, when we ran into this, I don't know if you if you call it an issue, but with Darth Vader as well, is that there's so many different versions of the Stormtrooper within even the first film, that it's kind of pulling from all the best parts, and, you know, yeah, okay, so there might be green lenses here, and you know what, there might be a weird anomaly in how the mold for the helmet was pulled here, so it causes that the asymmetrical look to the helmet, but it really is what looks best for the product. And that's kind of what we kind of got to do here, is make the statement piece with it. Like,
I would say that the same thing happened even with what we're making. You know, we sculpted and resculpted and changed and adjusted pieces to you know, to represent the different versions of this, and then brought them in, fit them together on the piece, and decided what was making the best piece, or what looked, well, is that unconsidered? Because, I mean, not even just scene to scene, but frame to frame, there's 4 stormtroopers on screen at once, and 3 of them look like their armor has been pulled from different molds.
Yeah,
there's different lengths because of different actors and, you know, body sizes in the actual thing. So we have to idealize it.
Yeah, it's, but the cool thing about this, what I think is an interesting exercise, is that, and I don't know if I should even say this, but what's cool about putting together the Stormtrooper as we're doing it with the premium format is that it's a perfect prototype to doing the one-to-one convention.